The little lantern's glowy journey in a cozy village where fireflies twinkled and stars shone bright, there lived a tiny lantern named Lumi. Lumi was small, with a round glass body and a warm golden glow that flickered softly. She hung on a garden fence, watching owls hoot, crickets chirp, and children play under the moonlight. But Lumi had a big dream. She wanted to glow far and wide to find new friends. One starry evening, a gentle breeze named Flicker swooped by and said, "Hello, Lumi. Why does your light dance so much tonight?" Lumi swayed and replied, "I want to shine across the village and make friends." Flicker swirled and said, "I'll carry you. Let's go." Lumi's glow sparkled as Flicker lifted her off the fence and floated her to a shady lane where a little hedgehog named Spiky was sniffing flowers, and Spiky said, "Hi, Lantern. Why are you here?" Lumi beamed, "I'm glowing to find friends. Want to come?" Spiky curled a bit, saying, "I'm shy in the dark," but Lumi twinkled, "Walk in my light. You're safe," and Spiky toddled beside her. Flicker carried them to a sparkly stream where a tiny frog named Splash hopped on a pebble, and Splash said, "Hello, Lumi. What's that glow?" Lumi rocked gently, saying, "It's me. I'm finding friends. Join us." Splash blinked, saying, "I'm scared to hop far," but Lumi smiled, "Hop in my light. I'll guide you," and Splash bounced along. Next, Flicker blew them to a quiet meadow where a small mouse named Whisker nibbled grass, and Whisker squeaked, "Hi, Lumi. Why are you shining?" Lumi spun, saying, "I'm on a quest for friends. Come with us." Whisker hid her tail, saying, "I'm small and nervous," but Lumi nodded, "Stay near my glow. You're perfect," and Whisker scampered beside Lumi, Spiky, and Splash. Flicker whisked them to a grassy hill where a baby owl named Hoot perched on a branch, and Hoot hooted, "Hello, Lumi. What's that light?" Lumi flickered softly, saying, "It's me, a lantern. I'm making friends. Want to fly with us?" Hoot fluffed his feathers, saying, "I'm new to flying," but Lumi winked, "Fly in my light. We're a team," and Hoot glided along. Lumi felt braver and said, "I want to light up the whole village." Flicker whispered, "Glow high and bright." Lumi floated up, her golden light spreading far, and Spiky, Splash, Whisker, and Hoot clapped, cheering, "Your glow is beautiful." Children stargazing in the village saw Lumi's light and ran over, and a girl named Zoe pointed, shouting, "Look, a lantern with friends." The children asked, "Who's glowing?" And Lumi drifted down, saying, "I'm Lumi. I'm shining for friends. Want to see?" The children nodded, asking, "Can we walk with you?" Lumi twinkled, "Yes. Follow my light." Zoe and her friends walked, giggling as Spiky toddled, Splash hopped, Whisker scurried, and Hoot flew, and Zoe said, "You're so brave, Lumi." Lumi's glow shone brighter as the moon rose high, and Flicker said, "Lumi, it's time to rest." Lumi looked at the lane, stream, meadow, hill, and village, saying, "I glowed so far and made so many friends." Flicker hugged her softly, saying, "You're a tiny star." Lumi turned to her friends, asking, "Will you visit my glow?" And Spiky, Splash, Whisker, and Hoot nodded, cheering, "Yes." Zoe waved, saying, "We'll find you, Lumi." Flicker carried Lumi back to her fence, and her friends followed to say goodbye. Lumi hung gently, feeling proud, saying, "I lit up the village." Spiky smiled, "You made us brave?" Splash croaked, "And happy." Whisker squeaked, "And fast." Hoot hooted, "And safe." Lumi's heart felt full as she said, "You're all my light." That night, Lumi flickered softly, dreaming of sparkles, and the next day, Spiky, Splash, Whisker, Hoot, and the children visited, dancing in her glow. The village sparkled with laughter, and Lumi's golden light shone, knowing her glowy journey had made everyone smile.